Love and blessings, greetings, welcome back to the Sweet Spot. I'm Dr. Derek Sweet. You're listening to Slow Down Sunday here on the Sweet Spot, where we've been covering a series called The Standard. We've been looking at the power of standards. Today's episode, Slow Down Sunday, is called Block Out the Noise, Fall Back and Reset. Not every distraction deserves our attention. Quiet the chaos and get our minds right. Absolutely. What's going on? What's happening with you today? Where are you? I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, hopefully by the end of this, you'll have a clue as to how you might change that. Yes, so today is not about pushing harder. Today is about returning to ourselves, returning to stillness, returning to perspective, because if this week has taught us anything, it's that standards are not just about achievement. They're about alignment. Movement, remember we talked about that on Monday? That was a standard. Discipline was a standard we discussed. Trusting, I remember. One of the standards we discussed. Finishing strong was a standard. Protecting our peace, that was a standard. Yes, I remember them. And underneath it all was one of the deepest questions we could have asked. How do we remain connected to ourselves while living under pressure? Because that's what you do, and I do, Sweet Spotter. We live under the pressure of the week. How do we stay connected to ourselves? That's the real work. Because life moves really fast. Too fast sometimes. Noise all day. Notifications all day. Opinions all day. Demands all day. Performance requirements all day. Pressure all day. Commercials on TV all day. And eventually, the nervous system forgets what safety even feels like. In fact, staying busy, being upregulated, being so taxed is the new normal for many of us. And that's why we have Slow Down Sunday on the Sweet Spot. We do it on purpose. So maybe, just maybe, Slow Down Sunday is about this. What if silence became your new standard? What if solitude became a standard? What if reflection and rest became standards? What if protecting your inner world became a standard too? We're not trying to escape life here. We understand something about stillness because without stillness, we lose perspective. And when human beings lose perspective, everything starts feeling urgent. Everything starts feeling personal. Everything starts feeling heavy. And that's dangerous for the human mind. Neuroscience backs this up. It teaches us something here. Very important. It says that the brain cannot stay in constant stimulation all day, all week long without paying a price. There will be consequences. Attention fatigue is real. Emotional overload is real. Chronic stress changes memory, patience, focus. It changes your ability to regulate yourself, to how you sleep. It can cause accidents. It can cause errors in judgment. It can cause us to say things we regret. We're so tired. We're so depleted, right? So that's why spending time in silence and surrender and solace, spending time in solitude, that matters. Having sanctuary matters. It matters neurologically because it allows the nervous system to downshift. We go from the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, into the parasympathetic system, which is our rest and digest and relaxation system. And it really helps us to recuperate, regenerate, and recover. We have to give ourselves permission to do that. And it can't happen if you're always running on the phone and if you're always running from task to task. Stillness is not empty, sweet spotter. Stillness is where all the integration actually happens. And as you know, on the sweet spot on Sundays, we typically dabble in a little of the astrophysics. Not because we're astrophysicists by any stretch. No. We just marvel at what the universe has to teach us. And astrophysics teaches us a kind of humility that helps us have perspective. You see, the universe moves at scales our minds can barely comprehend. Think about it. As we've discussed here on the Sweet Spot on Sundays, stars are born slowly. Galaxies drift slowly. Light itself travels across unimaginable distances before finally reaching us. Did you know that even when you look at something, you're sort of seeing it in the past? I know that seems odd, but think about it. When you look at something, that light that is coming into your retina and going to your occipital lobe of your brain and to the association parts of the brain that make it make sense, that takes time. It happens fast, but it really takes time. So what you're seeing already kind of was by the time your brain creates an image for you. Amazing. I know. It's so amazing. And that's why Carl Sagan, the astrophysicist, said, we are a way of the cosmos trying to know itself. I've always liked that line because it reminds us that we are a part of something larger than the stress of one difficult week. Neil deGrasse Tyson, another astrophysicist that I like, said that the universe is under no obligation to make sense to us, and it really doesn't. There's a lot of humility there, right? Not everything resolves the way we want it to. Not everything can be explained by our limited logic. Not everything unfolds in our timeline. Not everything can be controlled. That's the way of the universe. That's why we have to slow down. Sometimes slowing down is how we stop confusing urgency with importance. Sometimes slowing down is how we remember we're human beings. We're not machines. So maybe today, Slow Down Sundays, where we sit for a few minutes with some new standards, some new internal standards. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is not a waste of time. You know what silence does? It helps you hear yourself clearly. You're listening to you, to your thoughts. And restoring your nervous system is productive work. You're not wasting time when you sit and you breathe and you restore and relax and you unplug. Even your cell phone has to be restored and recharged. And you don't need to react to every noise around you, to every demand at all times. You're not a machine. Solitude can restore you instead of isolate you. Isn't that interesting? That solitude is not about isolation always. It's about restoration. Sometimes you need that space just for you to catch up with you and to be restored because you're not pouring into anybody else. Nothing is draining you. Yeah, your peace is a standard. That's what we've been working on all week, standards. Your peace is a standard worth protecting. That's the message here on Slow Down Sunday. How are you protecting your peace? How do you define peace of mind for you? Because slowing down helps you reconnect with what really matters. Your worth is not only measured by your output. You're worthy because you're you. Yeah, that's enough. You can pause every now and then without falling behind. Your stillness and your ability to practice some stillness will help you return to yourself. And maybe the deepest thing I can tell you today is this. Not every moment of life needs to be conquered. Some moments need to be experienced. That's it. Sometimes you just have to experience it. You don't have to analyze it, evaluate it, categorize it, conquer it. No, experience it and breathe and let go. That's it. You're a human being. Have you ever thought of those words? Human being? Not always human doing. Maybe that's what this whole week was really building towards, huh? Not about perfection, not about constant productivity or becoming emotionless, but becoming more intentional, more aware, more grounded, more aligned, more capable of staying connected to ourselves, right? While carrying all this responsibility and pressure that we are connected to who we are, that our identity and our value is conscious to us. Because pressure without reflection eventually hardens anyone. Pressure without reflection eventually hardens people. And you know what? Hardened people often stop feeling things. They stop feeling joy. They don't feel gratitude. They don't wonder. They don't experience awe and softness and connection. That's just too high a price for them. They're too busy for that. And it feels like nothing. When so much health is tied into being able to slow down. So much health tied into your being able to take a deep breath. So much health in letting go. Sometimes doing nothing is how you accomplish everything. So today, let's slow down on purpose for our nervous system, for our blood pressure, for our heart rate. Take a walk slowly. Listen to music fully. Pray or meditate honestly. Breathe deeply. Look at the sky for a minute. Say thank you, God, for making me as I am. Let the nervous system unclench. Let your shoulders drop. Relax. You know what? The universe has survived for billions of years without rushing. We do not have to destroy ourselves by trying to outrun life or outrun the universe for one more week. No, it's not that important. And this is the standard for science, for soul, and success. You're listening to The Sweet Spot. I'm Dr. Derek Sweet, and I really, really thank you for your time, your attention, for hanging in there with me this week as we looked at the standard. I hope that you will review your standards this week and that you will live by them, that you will not play small, you will not compromise, you will not negotiate with yourself. Protect your peace, protect your mind, protect your energy, and let's enter next week more connected to ourselves than we were before. I love you.